Wait, I trust you over there. Let me fight this thing.
More dragons.
Yeah, don't like that.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Flying fuckers interfering. Want you dead. Hey, look, a dragoon. Haven't seen one of you guys in a while.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Boy, you are about to get fucking clapped. Just so you guys know, when you crowd him, I can't see his moves. Okay, well, fuck you.
So wait.
Here comes help. Of course he needs help.
We need to finish this.
You ain't finished him.
No matter, big man, can't do it on your own. Oh, please still be in range. Ow. Doesn't matter, fuck you. I win. And I leveled up, so I get all my health back. I'm curious what the level cap in this game is, because I find it hard to believe it'd be super high.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Hang on, man. Let's go and confirm that first, maybe, before we
sent
start
every
celebrating.
last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Remember how we came here to get on a boat? When's the boat scene gonna come into play, huh? Oh, my internet went out. That's cool.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians.
Another mark.
And those who
Cool.
love this area will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
I mean, if they attack me again, they're gonna get clapped.
Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Rossfield. Oh, we got in just fine, huh?
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
I could prove it.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
You look nothing like your brother.
Clive Rossfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Clive, Phoenix powers.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes
You could just
against
Clive.
church and
This is
crown,
steps
I
we
shall
shouldn't be
have
following.
thy
Just
head.
Phoenix powers. You can do that. As the most straightforward way of proving yourself.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh, he's crying too. Yeah, now go hug your uncle.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on
Clive,
an
you
empty
can
stomach.
give him that much.
Go on,
You owe him
say
that
it.
much.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Oh, hey, Maynard's back.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then?
A matter of weeks. I
everything.
think like a matter of hours.
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
You know, it's kind of required.
If I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
I hope no one makes a fuss about this ship being prepared.
Once
Like, I hope no one's like, why are they
She'll
getting that
bear us
ship ready to
across
go
the
out?
North Sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters.
Can we maybe bypass the Iron City and just go straight for the mountain?
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
Maybe we can nuke the city while we're there. Maybe they aren't worth saving.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
I am still remarkably uncertain of what their relationship is. It keeps changing on me. Alright, back to the hideaway.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Well, Vivian can wait. Can I... Yes, okay, so we can do side missions now.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Not a monster.
I kill ya. I'm saying Fordian, do you? And?
No new weapons yet. What you want?
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver.
Maybe don't let me see it, because I need my sword.
Sweetmeats. This book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Would you go do the hard work for me?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's stew.
It was once a favourite among the Gormans of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask.
Oh, thank you, God. I was a little bit worried there that they're just gonna, like, go and figure it out, bitch. Okay, at least they give me an out. Kind of. Blacksmith Blues. We'll do that one next.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad. Bloody dust.
Fuck me. Writing a silly letter. Why are you sending me a letter? You know where I am. Another person, but for every day we spend together, it feels that we must suffer another two apart. Your most unexpected reunion was Ambrose. You were there! Jill, you were there with me when we found Ambrosia. Why are you gonna send me a letter saying you're glad to hear about it? Still all gross and shitty out here. That's cool.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name.
That doesn't sound very appetizing.
When there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Maybe give him like a small tip just for the help. Or don't, I guess.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Masters,
I'm not so hard up on money that I can't just spare a few whenever I feel like it. Come on now.
Causing any trouble, pal.
Is there a better way down? Not from the route I took, I guess. That's fine. We'll go on foot. It is what it is.
Scorpions.
In the swamp? Alright, well, bye. Or not. Kinda took that one pretty well. I cannot imagine scorpion meat being very good. Oh, you survived. Okay. Well, you're dead now.
I better get this back to Yvonne before.
Still a bit uncertain about these swamp scorpions, though. Doesn't seem like the right environment for them.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Yeah, have fun with it.
I did indeed.
All for you.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
Motherfucker, you have the cookbook.
Wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
That is a very
Stew, risen once again
concerning color.
of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
You okay?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavors, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Alright, buddy, you just go and live your best life. I cannot sign off on what you're doing, though. Alright, what's this quest I got sitting over here, huh? I got my attention.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians?
There are new billets being posted.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So,
I don't know about the respect part. I was gonna pay him.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. Hello, open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Well, that's I want to see where one of these bounties is at. I want to go and do one again. Clearview Sambrick. So that will be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, right down there.
Look at this place.
For some odd reason, the game lacks waypoint system. I think. Is that what I'm looking for right there? You look different. Oh yeah, here's one of these guys again. I know who you are. How'd you survive this long?
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Let's not be in front of that. Ow. Thing's still a pain in the ass. Have not changed since last time we fought.
Let's try.
Again, not be in front of that. Ow. Do as much damage as we can now. Oh, come on, I was on the way of that. There you go. Ow. So close. Shit. There we go. Fuck you. By the power of Odin.
Rest well. I know I will.
What is the best way for me to go about recovering health? Oh, never mind. It's coming back here, filling my health bar again. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate that.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Camp.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you
Okay, well, it's not. You're not bothering us if we ask.
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
So we need to go and find the cuirass?
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster.